to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the third-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Dogs will kick this away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will get the first swing today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today, there's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They'll look to throw it here on second down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Ohio State. Offense setting the tone early.
Boy, this is a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the fair catch is made right on the 5. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense out there for their first possession. And here comes the other star wide receiver on the field. This is really an elite group in college football this season, and both these guys belong in that group.
Yeah, these guys have been chirping back and forth at each other in social media throughout the week. I want to see who has the better day, because chances are that's the team that's going to win today.
Off the play fake on first down. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Look, Chris, it's 3rd down. I understand there's a tendency for the quarterback to want to trust his arm and believe in his receivers to make a play. But, boy, that was a tight throw. He's lucky it wasn't picked.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Trying for a 4th down completion. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball.
Down he goes, a sack.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior, and Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. With the catch, it's Graham. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the...
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the 1st down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
2nd down after that completion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab near the sticks. It's Tuggle. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's 1st and goal.
The Dogs will line up now. It's 1st and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
And he's set to kick the ball off now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. An inside give now from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return. Signal fair catch. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? Looking to throw it on first down. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's found some room at the 45. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
He's looking deep here. Oh, that one's picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And stopped right there at the line of scrimmage, and that'll end the first quarter. And through one quarter, let's see how the quarterback's stats stack up. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on third down. And it's picked off in the end zone.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. In the clear at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
It was a 1st and 10 play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Dropped for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a fourth down now.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
The ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. And here comes a deep shot. Catch is made deep down the right sideline. Keeps a foot in bounds. What concentration.
Boy, it's a blown opportunity here.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw again. He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. And now we are all even for basically a brand new game here.
Yeah, it's exactly right. With a tie game, you treat this as a fresh slate. Forget about the mistakes you've made, the big plays that you've made before. Doesn't matter anymore. Now you just go out and play and go try to win this game.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's a run to the left. Gets some space around the 30. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. The Buckeyes will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. But if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
The Buckeyes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Send the back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. And with nobody open, choosing to just throw it away. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? First down here for this offense. Oh, he tosses it back. He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. And the quarterback dropping back. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver, what I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First down, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw again. Contact as he let the ball go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. It's a quick tackle, but a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a quarterback's dream to have all the time in the world sitting back in that pocket. Allows him to scan the field and be able to find an open receiver without worrying about getting hit. You can see what happens when they have that kind of time back there.
Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get... They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Looking to scramble now. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
The attack on the PAT is a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, men. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense to see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. Always looking to throw. Hit just as he throws the ball. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. He's running out of time here. Hit as he released it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. The Bulldogs will bring their punt team onto the field. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Third down, out of the shotgun. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. Second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
At the 41-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. 4th down. Looking to throw for it. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab made by the tight end. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Buckeyes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Contact as he threw it. Catch is made down the middle. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure.
The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that. Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Extending the play now. He's past the marker, still on his feet. Moves the ball out across the 30. It's good for a 1st down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. Out of bounds after another big scramble. This guy's legs has been a major weapon for the offense today.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that 1st down.
And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. And as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. They're going to run it. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's across the 25. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Buckeyes come up to the line in a hurry-up. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board. Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play, but this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's caught downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick catch. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is four-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle. Picks up the first down.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in this football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
The Buckeyes will line up here on first down and goal. Pre-snap motion from the offense. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Good job dealing with the footing. BAT is good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. The Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. And the defense come up with answers this time. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going for a big play downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete. And the Dogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Catch made inside the 10. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught quickly. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Offensively, you get to the fourth quarter, you're down in a game, you're thinking about vertical shots and getting out of bounds to try to stop the clock. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'll give that up all game long. Short little routes, tackling them inbounds. Let's keep that clock moving.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Well, there's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception. And what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone.
Point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Wolf. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. On 1st down, it's play action. Lets it fly to the wideout. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, you can tell.
Number 5.
Or the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Point after, up and good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the second half. 1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Georgia. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. And now the try for 2. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Now they get set to kick it away.
That keeps the score. Georgia 55.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be?
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Great performance by this home team. There's going to be a serious party around here tonight. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Georgia.
1st down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for a deep completion. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry out. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it go under heavy pressure, takes a shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Man, that's how you respond after giving up such a big play through the air. The next play, you get after the quarterback, make some adjustments, and come up with a nice sack.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. This one is incomplete.
Was incomplete.
Corner of the end zone. Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial.
On the ready.
Offense comes to the line for third down off the incompletion.
29.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's going to take off. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. Dogs looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Dogs. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking right. This one caught. And he finds the end zone again. The touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Wow. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And it falls incomplete as the clock hits 0-0. That's it. Game over. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see how far this streak can extend and how much this team can keep improving.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.